Good question, and a hot topic right now. So I've used a qualification framework in the past called PACTT, so PACTT. So that's pain, authority, consequence, target profile, and timing. And I like this because the P, it focuses on pain, whereas the N in BANT is need. And often there is no immediate need when you're doing outbound, whereas the pain element allows the rep to uncover whether that prospect is actually experiencing any pain that they may not be aware of that your solution can address. The A for authority is pretty similar, but again, as we know, and we've talked about in previous podcasts, there's no one decision maker. So this A is about trying to identify potentially your buying cohort, so your champion, your budget holder, your economic buyer, etc. The C is actually probably my favorite bit of this, which I think is what BANT is missing, which is the consequence. And I love this because it focuses on the so what question that I think reps should always be asking. And it opens up a whole new line of questioning that you can be asking your prospects. And the consequence is really, what is the consequence to them buying your solution or your service? And if there is no consequence, then it's not necessarily going to be a good fit. The T target profile means that you're focusing on your ICP, and often with inbound, you might not always get people who fit within that. So I think that's always good to identify. But as an example, if your solution is geared towards teams of 20 people plus, and right now they're at 10, this could mean they're a good one to re-engage with in the future, depending on their growth plan. So that's always good to know, if it's not a right now, could they be a future prospect? And then lastly, it's timing. And I know there is timing in BANT, but I think BANT's timing referred to, what is their timeline to make a decision? Whereas I think the T for timing here can be more broad, and that could be more around what is their budget cycle, when is their end of year, what are their annual plans, and the benefit here is just being having a bit more of a broader understanding about their timelines, and so I think this is a really good model for SDRs and AEs to be working on together, and I think and then this kind of leads to that opportunity being more qualified and can really help tie in with those metrics that I mentioned before.